Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters. Your brother Wasilkamilbey, and this is Shamstoppers. You know what I'm saying? Title of this video: 1984 was designed for the hoe. 1984 was designed for the broke hoe. Yeah, I like that even better. 1984 was designed for the broke hoe. Yes. And we're gonna read the top of this shit. I'm gonna go in deep. Let's start this lecture early. You know what I'm saying? President Reagan's remarks at the bill signing for child support enforcement in August 16, 1984. I was supposed to do this shit on August 16th for you guys. You know what I'm saying? What we do, we research over here. We researchers. Went to school for paralegal studies. Researching is my thing. We search, then we go back and research. You know what I'm saying? So for those who want to debate, whatever, we put the money up. You know what I'm saying? You beat us, you get paid. But hey, and bring on your testimonies of people who you got off of child support while you at it. But there's no competition right now. And we're not in it to competition, we're here to decimate. You know, let's get with the lecture.
The President of the United States.
Millions of American women will experience greater independence and dignity.
Did you hear what she said? Did they say men? Listen. The hoe.
I am proud and honored that the President of the United States is with us today to sign this legislation in our presence. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great privilege to introduce the President of the United States, Ronald Reagan.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And thank you for letting me join you. This symposium is an example of the commitment with which Margaret Heckler, Secretary Heckler, and this administration are approaching the very important problem of child support enforcement. And with your help, we hope to put the new authority for child support enforcement provided by House Resolution 4325 into practice quickly and efficiently. The advice from this symposium should help us get things off to a running start. Of course, advice from on high isn't always as pleasant as the guidance that we're getting here. Perhaps you've heard about that fellow that fell off a cliff and about halfway down managed to grab a shrub or a limb sticking out from the side of the cliff. He was dangling about 500 feet above the rocks down below, and he looked up and yelled, "Is anyone up there?" No one answered. He yelled, "Lord, if you're up there, tell me what to do." And a voice came from the heavens and said, "If you believe, let go." And he took another look at the rocks down below and said, "Is there anyone else up there?" Well, we've had some children in this country, and they've been dangling above the rocks waiting for help. And today
He said some children. Did he say all children? Yeah, thank you.
sign into law legislation that will give them the helping hand they need. It's an unfortunate fact of our times that 1 in 4 American children live in single-parent homes, and millions of these children endure needless deprivation and hardship due to lack of support by their absent parent. The failure of some parents to support their children is a blemish on America. As a decent and caring people, it behooves us to come to grips with the devil-may-care attitude of some of our citizens that has left too many children in dire straits. Understanding the situation, we've already moved forward to do what we can. In this administration, the Department of Health and Human Services has put a special emphasis on the Federal State Child Support Enforcement Program. In 1983, this program collected some $2 billion in support for the children. Yet this is still only a portion of what is owed. And with billions of dollars still unpaid each year, our child support enforcement system needs new tools, new muscle, and new commitment throughout the nation. And that's what this legislation is all about.
He said new muscle. And you see how much money they made? Let's keep going.
Here, I propose that we bolster our federal state child support system by mandating effective and proven collection practices.
Collection practices. Wow. So they practicing on your motherfucking ass, right?
I believe that we should emphasize service to all children, welfare and non-welfare alike, and improve incentives for state government to get the job done. The Child Support Enforcement Amendments bill contains all these features. This legislation represents a significant break from the tradition of simply throwing tax money at a problem. Instead of creating more dependency on government, we're requiring responsible behavior by our citizens. And this is the kind of innovative and principled approach to problem solving that will make a difference. It will not only make a difference in the lives of our children, but for so many women who've been forced through no fault of their own.
Hear that? Did they say men? No, he didn't. He said women. Let's go back.
The kind of innovative and principled approach to problem solving that will make a difference. It will not only make a difference in the lives of our children, but for so many women who've been forced through no fault of their own onto welfare rolls due to abandonment.
Now, how do these women get abandonment? Can't no nigga, that's rape then, right?
Left with a full load to bear, they often find themselves trapped in a cycle of unhappiness and destitution. The goal of our efforts is not just the transfer of funds. We also hope to discourage abandonment and, if families do split up, to encourage the absent parents to invest time and love in their children. Permitting individuals to ignore parental obligations and giving the bill to the taxpayers in the form of higher welfare costs have been tantamount to a stamp of approval. And this is not the kind of message public policy should be sending out. There's been much talk of late about the importance of family and traditional values in our society. Well, that's a traditional, or a welcome change, I should say, from the days when the simple virtues of goodness and decency were often laughed at, even ridiculed. But one thing is certain: it's deeds, not words, that count. Many policies of the past were anything but supportive of the family. Programs like this, on the other hand, are not only aimed at justice for the children, but also at encouraging ethical behavior and bolstering vital social institutions like the family. We hope that by placing the responsibility where it should be, on the parent, people will be encouraged to make moral decisions. Our administration is trying to bring this kind of spirit to all its endeavors. I want to congratulate everyone concerned with this effort. By passing this legislation, the Congress has acted honorably in the best bipartisan manner.
Okay, that's enough. We finna break this shit down. How public law, okay? Public law. So a lot of people on YouTube can't read, don't understand, don't do no research, don't do shit but regurgitate. Regurgitate and hate. That's all we see. There's a lot of regurgitation and player hating. You see that shit? Let me break it down to you. To amend Part D of Title IV of the Social Security Act to assure through mandatory income withholding. Mandatory. What does that word mandatory means? Huh? Incentive payments to the state and other improvements in the Child Support Enforcement Program. That all children in the United States who are in need of assistance in securing financial support from their parents will receive from their parents, not from one parent, right? Will receive such assistance regardless of their circumstances and for other purposes, excuse me. Be it enacted by the Senate and the House of Representatives of the United States of America and Congress assembled child support. 1984 was born a whore. Okay? Table of contents. Look at this shit. You know. Let me zoom in a little bit. Let me zoom in just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright. Table of contents. Purpose of program. Improve child support enforcement through required state laws, procedures. Okay. Did it say child support is required for you to pay? Huh? No, it didn't. Are you required to pay child support? No. By law, do you have to pay child support? Look at that. Continuation of support enforcement AFDC recipients whose benefits are being terminated. Right? Look at Section 8. Special project grants to promote improvement in interstate enforcement. What's the fucking grant? Y'all see this shit? Collection of past due support. 21. Y'all see that shit? State commissions on child support? Look at this shit. Purpose of the program. Spousal support. Look at that shit, man. I didn't write this shit. Look at the procedures down there. Procedures described in this section B for withholding from income amount payable as support. Procedures under which expedited process determined with regulations of the Secretary are in effect under the state judicial system or under state administrative processes. You see that shit? Man, we giving y'all these jewels, man. If we gonna find something to read, we gonna give you something to read worthwhile. Public law. Look at that shit. Hey, y'all. Hit us up. Go do your research. If I'm lying, if we frauds, go do your research on it. We ain't got time to be playing with Fooga Booga niggas. You know what I'm saying? They can't even look this shit up. That's how you know motherfuckers ain't about shit. Hit us up, peace.